Thanks.
Heavy cabinets on each side of the front.
Today is Friday, June 30th, my last day, Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. Just gonna take you through what a normal day for me looks like. Just got out of the shipyard, could not bring the GoPro or my phone in. There is actually like a little lockbox that I put my phone in every day because it still has the cameras. You're allowed to bring phones in as long as the cameras are taken out of, because it's a security precaution, because they can be hacked, or they want to make sure that no one's taking any videos of confidential classified stuff. Worked here for 4 years and I think I got what I needed to out of this job. Great first job, a lot of different metal combinations and processes, and I definitely learned a lot from everybody that I've worked with, engineers, welders especially. Yeah, really enjoyed my time here, but it is time for a new chapter in Portland, and I'm excited. So I took the fast ferry today, which is what I usually take, right over here. Very small, only 100 passengers, and that is pretty much just for commuters. But because I got off early today on my last day, I'm gonna be taking the slow ferry back. It is twice as long, so an hour instead of a 30-minute fast ferry, but you can bring your car on if you have one, which I don't. And then after, back in Seattle, gonna go to SBP, the classic day in my Seattle life. My office is in this building, actually, on the back side.
there is a principle called wu wei. And this means, wu means none or not, no, negation. Wei has a combination of meanings. It can mean action, making, but the best translation I have found for it is forcing. And so wu wei is the principle of not forcing in anything that you do. Now we know when we watch any performance of an artist, be it a dancer or an actor or a musician, we know immediately when the performance is forced. And we say it doesn't ring true, it's too artificial, it doesn't seem to be natural. Many people who study the Taoist doctrines think that wu wei means do nothing, in the sense of laissez-faire, be lazy, always be passive. It doesn't mean that. There is a time for action. When you study judo, you use muscle only at the right moment. When your opponent is hopelessly overextended and off balance, and you add a little muscle to it and you throw him across the room. But only then. You never use muscle at the wrong moment. For as Shakespeare knew perfectly well, there is a tide in the affairs of men which, taken at its flood, leads on to fortune. And so wu wei is based on knowledge of the tide, the drift of things. Get with it. Wu wei is the art of sailing rather than the art of rowing. You have to be able to realize that you don't know what you really want to do until you are very quiet. And it tells you. So, to quote Jesus, unless you become again as a child, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. But understand heaven in a very literal sense, space. See, we are in heaven now because the earth is a spaceship and heaven is space. What is called in Chinese gung, Japanese gu, the void. But you have to become again as a child to see that. Now you go back to your childhood. What were the fascinating things? What's out there? What's beyond the stars? How long does it go on? And Mama said, it goes on always and always and always. The child wonders. He's excited that this is something that never ends. Then the child asks about time. How long ago is long ago? Well, the Bible says that in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. Well, what did God do before he did that? Well, as one person said, he sat up thinking punishments in hell for people who ask silly questions. But still, that is only a joke. And the child thinks of God going back and back and back forever, with never beginning. So in the same way you think about death. Go to sleep and never wake up. Never. Whew. Why, it would be as if you never had existed. Not only you, but everything else. Which is, of course, the way things were before you were born. You just turn it backwards. How about waking up after having never gone to sleep? That's quite a thought. There's something fishy about it all. But in order to find out once more as an adult, you have to become again as a child. So what does that involve? It means, ladies and gentlemen, would you please check your ideas and opinions at the door, first of all. All your philosophical and religious views, all your logic, because I say check it at the door advisedly because you can pick it up again when you go out if you feel unsafe without it. I'm not trying to argue you out of your opinions and views. I'm merely suggesting that for the sake of an experiment, you temporarily suspend them. And view what is as if you didn't even know how to talk. Red is not red, blue is not blue. Hard is not hard, soft is not soft. Male is not male, female is not female. There is just this jazz. It will not be possible to compel yourselves into this way of looking at things, because what Buddhists call habit energy is going on. And as I talk to you, you will find yourselves thinking in a compulsive and habitual way, this is red, this is green, this is something, this is nothing, this is solid, this is space. All right, but treat those thoughts that are going on in your head in exactly the same way as if they were... See? That's all they are. Now, please don't get agitated that this is an anti-intellectual point of view, that this is undermining the value of logic and reason and so on. Just we'll bring all that back later when we need it. But just for the time being, let's simplify. Close your eyes. Listen. What is? What do you really and truly, honestly, here